Hey, everybody, welcome to 13 Now, your special online mini newscast focusing on some of the top stories here in the capital region area of New York. With you, as sometimes, it's me, Steve Cruz, your anchor, joined by the incredible Juanique Martinez. She's going to be breaking down some of the weather when we actually, I guess, Juanique, have snow that could be coming back our way in April.
We do.
Jeez. Okay. Well, we're going to be checking with you in a minute. For now, here are some of the top stories that we have got cooking. First big one tonight that we're covering is sadly a fatal car accident over in Fulton County. This is a map of the incident. We're being told that a young woman is dead after a crash. There was also a 4-year-old child in the car. It happened in Johnstown today. The Fulton County Sheriff's Office tells us it happened at this intersection you see highlighted right here. That's Route 29A and Route 30A. We're told a car was traveling south, and while turning, it hit a Jeep that was heading north, which had the right of way. So obviously somebody messed up here. Officials tell us a 4-year-old child, though, is alive and healthy. They're going to be okay. But again, a woman is dead. The sheriff's office thinks that a properly installed car seat likely saved that child's life. The investigation is continuing tonight, and we're going to have more on that story later this evening at 9 o'clock and 11 p.m. All right, now to a big story that I personally had to deal with last night. This all happened during a big March Madness Women's Elite game here in Albany. An ESPN commentator and Hall of Famer, Rebecca Lobo, you might be familiar with her. She does a lot of play-by-play for NCAA March Madness and women's basketball games. Well, she took a shot at Albany, basically insinuating that the town of Albany is a boring place to be and to hang out in. Yeah, that did not go over so well with a lot of people, including a lot of sports fans and locals who've grown up here in upstate New York their entire lives. Lobo's comment came in the college women's basketball game between Iowa and LSU at MVP Arena. More than 1 million people watching this thing. Her fellow broadcaster, Ryan Rocco, was sharing a story about how Caitlin Clark had told him that his family her family needed to go find something to do in Albany, and she wanted her family just to get out of her hair and, just go while she was going to prepare for the game against LSU. Well, that's when Lobo chimed in with, quote, "Good luck finding something to do in Albany." Ouch. This sparked a huge response from many people in Albany, including the mayor, Kathy Sheehan, and also the Discover Albany organization, which hooks people up with fun, great things to do and gets the word out about what we can do here in the area. Lobo later walked back her comment, as she should have. She complimented Albany and said the city's done a great job hosting the Sweet 16 and Elite 8. And Lobo even added that she and her family have had great experiences here and spent a lot of time in the capital region because of basketball. Lobo, said she didn't mean to insult Albany, but the damage was done. A lot of people still upset with her over that, even after her apology. Our reporter Tessa Bentulan spoke to a few residents in Albany and a few visitors as well who come in town who like the area. We'll share what they have to say about Rebecca Lobo's comments about there's nothing fun to do in Albany coming up at 11 o'clock p.m. on News Channel 13. All right, well, here's some good news. If you hate driving between Albany and Schenectady, great news for you. There's a $19 million project that's right now in the works that's aiming to improve the thruway in Albany and Schenectady counties. That's great stuff if you got to commute and drive this way multiple times during the day. I know a lot of folks have to go through here all the time, me and myself included. I don't live in Schenectady, but I do have to commute through this thruway in Schenectady County and Albany just to get here to News Channel 13's studio offices. Governor Kathy Hochul made this great announcement today, telling us this $19 million project is going to include full and partial repairs on a 40-mile section between exits 25 and 26 on Interstate 90. About 40,000 people, again, myself included, travel on this road in both directions each and every day. The project is expected to be completed by springtime of next year. So probably not soon enough for people who would like that done immediately, who have to commute multiple times daily. I don't know, Winnie, how's your commute? Is it pretty okay? You got to deal with some bad traffic, some choppy road conditions. Let us in on the details.
Not too bad. My commute's about 10 minutes, and I did that on purpose because I know it snows here so often, so I wanted to be close by to work.
That's smart. That's really smart. Just in case, something hits the fan with the weather, you got to get in immediately to update people on what's going on. Yeah, me, I live up in Saratoga, so that's like a 30 to 35-minute drive each and every day. I remember I always look at my clock. I'm like, oh, it's going to take me how long to get in today? Yeah, it's 30 miles away, so it's obviously going to take some time. Haven't crashed yet in the snowy conditions, but talking about snow, that
Yeah.
could be back in the forecast now all of a sudden. Tell us about that.
Yeah, snow is back in the forecast, Steve. Unfortunately, we do have a strong winter storm that's headed our way. And today we are only seeing rain, but snow works in tomorrow. So I do have this timeline for you of what to expect with this winter storm, only tracking rain as we go throughout the overnight hours tonight. That rain will actually taper off in coverage. Now, that rain will start to intensify as we go throughout the morning tomorrow. And then that transition from rain to snow will happen. That transition will happen first for the higher elevations and then next for the lower elevation. We could also see a mix of wintry weather and sleet in the forecast as well. So keep that in mind for your Wednesday and your Thursday. Planning on a messy morning commute on Thursday as we'll see heavy snowfall overnight on Wednesday. And then we'll also see breezy winds on Wednesday and Thursday. So an active stretch of weather that we have, and live outside in Schenectady, the roads are wet, but notice that rain coverage has started to taper off with temperatures in the lower 40s. Temperatures will stay above freezing as we go throughout the overnight hours tonight. So we do have those scattered rain showers that will only fall as rain as we go throughout the night tonight because those temperatures are milder. With those temperatures above freezing for tonight and tomorrow morning, we'll start the day with just rain tomorrow. But as I noticed, or as I mentioned, that rain coverage will start to taper off with this area of low pressure departing our region. A look at satellite and radar, you can see we are cloudy, still with rain out there. Again, that rain coverage will taper off and will look better as we go throughout the overnight hours. And these rain chances show that tapering off by 1 a.m. But by 5 a.m., we'll see rain coverage start to intensify again, and that will linger by 7 a.m. Now, here's a look at your day tomorrow. We'll see rain as we go throughout the morning. Those temperatures stay above freezing, so only rain. But then as those temperatures start to drop below freezing into the overnight hours, that's when that snow will mix in. So let's take you hour by hour. That rain will move out as we head throughout the evening tonight, and that will turn more scattered in coverage. As we start the day tomorrow, we'll see more rain, but look, by 11:45 p.m., looking mostly dry across the region. Here's that rain that we'll see work back in tomorrow morning around 6:30 a.m. That rain will continue, and then we'll start to see that transition into that wintry mix and that snow in higher elevations. That will come from the top down, so we'll see snow in the mountains first, and then that snow will start to work into the valleys as well. Still seeing rain in the valleys by Wednesday evening, snow in the higher elevations, and a wintry mix as well. I did touch on that sleet, but sleet is actually very much a possibility tomorrow, so do keep that in mind. By Wednesday night, we'll see more colder air rather work into the forecast, so snow will start to filter in even more, and that will transition to all snow by Thursday. Now, we could still have some rain mixing in on Thursday, but more snow is expected as those temperatures will be colder. So again, we are in an active stretch for this first week of April. That snow coverage will start to taper off as we go throughout the day on Thursday, but we have issued a first warning alert day for Wednesday and Thursday, tracking that rain to snow. Again, more snow in the mountains, and then we will also have strong and gusty winds. Tonight, overnight lows drop down into the upper 30s above freezing. We stay cloudy with that cold rain tapering off. Tomorrow is an alert day, and high temperatures will top out in the lower 40s, and it will be windy tomorrow with snow in the mountains first and then rain in the valleys. Now, that first warning alert day will extend until Thursday. We'll have that widespread coverage, and temperatures will be cooler in the 30s. In the lower 40s on Friday with lingering rain and snow showers, will stay breezy as we head throughout the weekend next weekend as well. We do have an isolated chance of lingering rain and snow showers on Saturday, but we dry out by Sunday, and the eclipse looks great right now with temperatures near 60.
Oh, can't wait to get through the rest of this one, Woody. I can't believe, we're just now in springtime, and all of a sudden it's like, boom, hey, winter's back.
Yeah.
I was sharing this with Paul Cayano at 5 o'clock. So on April 1st, my neighborhood ends the alternate street parking for the winter because we have a very skinny road through our neighborhood, and it's tough for the snow plows to get through. So you have to switch off what side of the street you park on every other day. If you don't do that, if you get caught, you get a parking ticket. It's like $47 every single time. So we go through most of the winter without having much snow at all. Got a bunch of tickets, of course, not, park in the right area. For what? For nothing, because we didn't have the snow. And now, as of April 1st, the whole parking situation is over, and we're going to have more snow again, it looks like, in my little neck of the woods.
Oh
Where the snow
no.
plows come over. I know, it's perfect. It's
Perfect timing.
absolutely wonderful. I love it. Love it.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay, well, we are going to have more of your top stories and information coming up at NBC News Channel 13 on 11 o'clock. And then we'll be at My 4 a little bit earlier in about, hour and 15 minutes on My 4. That's at 9 o'clock. And you'll be able to join Wanique and I right over there. It's going to be a fun time. I highly recommend it. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you later. Thanks again. And thank you, Wanique, for hanging out with me. I always appreciate it. Bye.
Pleasure.